Most men learn to avoid the obvious red flags, but very few learn how to recognize emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is quiet. It doesn't shout, doesn't brag, doesn't try to impress you. It shows up in small decisions, calm reactions, the way she handles tension, and the way she carries herself during stressful moments. Many men overlook these signs because they're focused on chemistry, physical attraction, or whether she likes them back. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit hype to boost this episode. Drop a comment below with your city or country. I'm always curious where viewers are joining from. Green flag. 1. She can regulate her emotions, emotionally mature. Women aren't perfect and don't pretend to be. They feel anger, hurt, jealousy, stress, and frustration like everyone else. The difference is, she doesn't unleash these emotions on you impulsively. She knows the difference between feeling something and acting on it. She doesn't explode over small things or punish you with emotional withdrawal. Instead of turning a bad mood into an attack, she communicates what she's feeling without making you responsible for fixing it. She can take a moment to breathe before responding. She doesn't throw accusations, slam doors, or start unnecessary arguments just because she's overwhelmed. She understands her emotional waves are hers to navigate, not yours to catch. This kind of emotional regulation means she will not drag you into emotional storms every week. It means conflicts stay small instead of becoming catastrophic. If she can stay composed under pressure, that's a sign of deep emotional maturity. Green flag 2. She accepts responsibility when she's wrong. This is one of the rarest traits in modern dating. Emotionally mature women don't rewrite events to protect their ego. When she overreacts, she apologizes without adding, "But you made me." When she forgets something, she doesn't blame stress or misunderstandings. She owns her part instead of shifting everything onto you. She doesn't avoid accountability or twist conversations so that you feel guilty for something she caused. She doesn't cling to being right. She cares more about repairing the connection. Emotional maturity shows itself in how she handles imperfection. She doesn't pretend to be flawless. She doesn't fear vulnerability. She knows relationships require both people to reflect, adjust, and grow. A woman who can say, "I was wrong," or "I could have handled that better," will build a healthy relationship instead of a battlefield. Green flag 3. She respects boundaries, hers and yours. Emotionally immature women get offended when you need space, time alone, or time with friends. Emotionally mature women understand personal boundaries are essential. She doesn't take your boundaries as rejection. She doesn't demand constant reassurance or access to every minute of your day. When you say you're tired, she doesn't guilt-trip you. When you say you need time to focus on something, she trusts you. She has her own boundaries too. A sense of self-respect, routines she keeps, standards she follows. She doesn't lose herself in relationships. She doesn't rely on you to fill every emotional gap. Because she respects herself, she respects you. She understands that closeness grows stronger when two people have healthy independence. You never feel suffocated or controlled around a woman like this. Green flag 4. She communicates clearly. Instead of playing games, emotionally immature women test you, hint at things, expect you to read their mind, or punish you for not magically understanding what they want. Emotionally mature women do the opposite. She doesn't test you with jealousy games. She doesn't use passive aggression. She doesn't pretend she's fine when she's obviously upset. If something bothers her, she tells you directly and calmly. If she wants something, she expresses it without manipulation. She prefers clarity over guessing. She values honesty over drama. She's not afraid of open conversations because she understands communication is the core of emotional safety. She doesn't punish honesty. She encourages it. With her, you never feel confused about where you stand because she communicates with the intention to resolve, not to win. Green flag 5. She has her own life and doesn't depend on you for identity. Emotionally mature, women don't build their identity around a relationship. She has her own interests, passions, friendships, and routines. She isn't looking for a man to save her from boredom, insecurity, or loneliness. She enjoys closeness, but doesn't collapse without constant attention. She can spend time alone without spiraling emotionally. She doesn't expect you to be her entire emotional support system, entertainment source, or confidence booster. Because she has built a stable life for herself, she enters relationships from a place of strength, not desperation. She chooses you, she doesn't cling to you. This prevents unhealthy dependency and preserves attraction. A woman, with a healthy relationship to herself, creates a healthier relationship with you. Green flag. 6. She handles conflict rationally, instead of emotionally. Every relationship has disagreements, but emotional maturity shows itself in how she deals with them. She doesn't scream, insult, or escalate over small misunderstandings. She doesn't threaten the relationship, weaponize your vulnerabilities, or emotionally withdraw to punish you. Instead, she listens before responding. She stays focused on the specific issue instead of turning the argument into an attack on your character. She doesn't bring up unrelated past mistakes to gain leverage. She chooses solutions instead of chaos. She wants the relationship to work more than she wants to win the argument. These behaviors show she understands conflict is normal, not something to fear or dramatize. With her, disagreements become opportunities for closeness, not emotional trauma. Green flag 7. She is consistent, her words and actions. Match consistency is one of the clearest indicators of emotional maturity. She doesn't love bomb you for a week and then disappear. She doesn't fluctuate between intense affection and cold detachment. Her interest isn't conditional on how much attention she gets. Her behavior doesn't shift based on her mood or insecurity. She doesn't make promises she can't keep. She follows through. She communicates steadily, not impulsively. She invests in the relationship without pressure or unpredictability. Emotional maturity shows up in routine calmness. When you can predict her behavior, when you don't feel anxious about whether she's going to pull away, when she remains stable through time, that is real maturity. This kind of consistency makes the relationship feel safe instead of confusing. Green flag 8. She respects you, not your potential, not your future, not your resources. Emotionally mature, women do not date men as projects. She doesn't enter the relationship with the intention of changing you into someone that fits her fantasy. She accepts who you are now. She supports your growth without forcing it. She doesn't criticize your dreams or belittle your efforts. She values your emotions, your goals, your time, and your boundaries. She isn't drawn to drama, power struggles, or superiority games. She thinks in terms of partnership, not control. She sees you as an equal, not a tool for validation or lifestyle upgrades. Her respect shows in how she talks to you, how she speaks about you to others, and how she chooses to resolve conflict. When a woman respects you deeply, the relationship becomes a source of strength instead of stress.